This is the hammer strength isolateral row. It works with the rhomboid and mid and lower trapezius, or sometimes known as traps, the middle upper back region. These muscles are really important, and this exercise is really important. In actual fact, it would probably be one of the most important exercises there is for the upper body. The reason for this is because day to day, most people, they sit at a desk, they sit in the car or sit on the couch, and their shoulders roll forward. This machine allows us to give a greater focus to that middle upper back region, bringing out those muscles. Well, increasing posture for those muscles, but it also brings out those muscles for those looking for development. The word isolateral I mentioned before. This means that there's two loading points. You'll see there's a loading point down to the right and to the left-hand side. Isolateral means that these two lever arms, they work independently of each other. That allows me to use this machine using two hands, a single hand, an alternating action, or even an uneven loading. This is a great foundation exercise for developing strength for activities such as picking things up off the ground. This machine, because of its isolateral, it takes it another level, because by using that single hand, it allows us to increase the strength of the muscles that stabilize through the core and then stabilizing our spine, as well as producing rotational, powerful movements. So let's have a look at the setup. As I mentioned already, there's two loading points, so we make sure we have an equal weight, if that's what we desire, on each of the loading horns. We then adjust the seat. Adjustment of the seat is according to which of the handles we're going to use. I'm going to adjust the seat here because I'm going to use the handles on the vertical plane. We're ready to go. So we sit up on the seat, place our feet on the footholds, holding onto the handles. We sit with the chin up or neutral, the chest high, the stomach braced. We bring the shoulders down out of the ears and pull the hands through to the middle chest region until the elbows meet the side of the torso, controlling back to our starting range. Shoulders down out of ears, pulling the handles through till the elbows reach the side of the torso and controlling back down to our starting range. Now there's several hand positions we can use on this machine. We can also go through and do our row where the hands are in the low horizontal position. This lower horizontal position, it still works in a rowing action, so we're still getting a lot of emphasis towards that middle upper back. Still using latissimus to extend the arm, but really putting a focus still into that middle upper back. If we go for the higher position here, this is now going to take the range up and put it more into the posterior or back of the shoulder. So we reach into a greater reach there, and you'll see as I pull my shoulders down and pull the elbows through, the elbows stay much higher, putting that emphasis into that upper back and posterior shoulder or back of the shoulder as previously mentioned. But not only do we have the different handle positions on this machine, remember we talked about the isolateral. What I've done so far is use two hands on the machine. What that does, it balances out any strength difference from one side to the other. Then we can also, on this machine, use it in a single hand mode. So here, placing my hand across the stomach to remind me to switch on these core muscles. Holding onto the handle, I squeeze the shoulder down out of ear, pull the elbow through to the side of the torso, and control back down. The machine's trying to pull me off, so I've got to use my erector spinae or back muscles to help stabilize, and my core abdominal rotational muscles to help stabilize me throughout that action. I can also use an alternating action. So my chin is up, chest is high. With this action, I use an alternating action from side to side. What this does, it then alternates the load from one side to the other. So I have to keep on switching the stabilizing mechanism. If I do desire or need, if someone's going through rehabilitation, I can use an uneven load. The uneven load allows me on the rehabilitating side to lift less weight, so still working it if, obviously, as my physiotherapist or doctors prescribe, I can lift with a lighter weight and I can lift with a normal weight on my uninjured side. Some common mistakes that you'll see when people use the rowing style action. quite often some people will forget to engage that middle upper back, and they'll pull with the bicep but forget to engage the middle upper back muscles. This is a problem. This is a focal point. We want to engage that middle upper back, so make sure you see that shoulder girdle down and in as you pull the elbows through to the side of the torso. Another common mistake on this is people trying to extend through the spine in the lifting action. So they pull and extend through the spine as opposed to keeping the spine in a neutral position. When we work in an isolateral loading, we're obviously trying to unbalance the body. It's important that the muscles do the stability. So the spine wants to remain in a neutral position. When doing a single arm action, we don't want to see the body rotating right forward and the spine moving through an angle, and we don't want to see us trying to pull out to the side to try and stabilize. Make the muscles do the work in stabilizing and keeping you in a neutral spine position. If you want to develop a balanced program, include something such as an isolateral chest press.